Okay, so it's a new day, and today I'm going to be doing the Bondo part of my rust repair. So as you can see, we look a little different now. You can see the black down here, that's all been converted. It's real black through here, and you can see the black right through there. And then even over here, these spots here, so you can see where the rust has actually been converted. You can also see that in the event you were not wanting to get your paint stained, that right there is the staining. So if you're worried about it, you don't want to get it on your paint because it'll stain it. So this has all been sanded. It's all had the rust converter put on it. So then now, next step is to use, basically it's like a spackle knife, a little spreader. And I'm going to use some Bondo to cover that up. And the goal with the Bondo in this situation is mostly just to provide a smooth surface and kind of give me some practice. I will be filling some holes on the outside of LuLu. I want to make sure that something simple like this, where it's really just smoothing it out and kind of filling in any pits, that I can do this before I do that, because that one's going to be visible. So, got the Bondo. It actually came in a kit. So let's see. So in the kit, I have, I believe this is a mixing tray. I have hardener, and then instructions. So I'm going to read these real quick, and we'll get to it then. Okay, so I read the instructions, and we're just going to mix a little bit of this with a little bit of this, but I'm gonna get started. Just to mix the tube thoroughly. It actually doesn't feel particularly hard. I guess probably because it's been in the van and it's been warmer, is my guess. Massaging, massaging, more massaging. Okay, so that vaguely looks like the amount that I needed. It says to mix this to a uniform color, so we're going to mix that. Okay, so I think that looks pretty uniform, so we're going to go ahead and start with that. I have my little Bondo spreaders here. A little flexible. Seems nice. That's exciting. Okay, so let's get to work on this. So we're going to start with a little bit up here, I guess. And you don't want to spread it too thick. Oh, just like that. That's not bad at all. for it. I love it. Just like icing on cake. A little stickier. I am really loving this. This is great. Okay, so I did some work. I didn't cover all the staining because that wasn't really necessary. And there's some spots that I don't feel great about. I might end up having to go over them again. But otherwise, I'm really, really happy with how it came out for my first time using Bondo ever. I mean, I've used a spackle knife before, so it wasn't much different, but I feel really good about it. And the great thing about this is that this isn't how you leave it. So I'm still going to take a sander to it. I have two different sandpapers. I think I'm going to do a 50 grit first to just smooth out the rough spots. And then to blend it all in and smooth it, I have I believe it's 220 grit sandpaper. So we're going to let this dry for about 20 minutes. And then we'll come back and sand it. And then we'll come back, let it sit for a little bit longer, and then sand it again. So I'm back. It's been just about 20 minutes. And now I'm going to take a sanding block with 50 grit sandpaper to my Bondo just to smooth out some rough spots. But like down in here, it's kind of thicker than it is in some spots. So the coarser sandpaper will help get rid of that and smooth it out. We'll use the finer sandpaper to prep it for primer and paint. All right, so we're all sanded, nice and smooth, and it's actually been another 45 minutes. So we have everything cured now. So now that it's all smoothed out and ready to go, next up is priming and painting. That part I need to look into a little bit more. I was hoping to just do maybe a one-step paint or primer. So that is it for today, and next time I will show you what we're doing for paint, and we'll see you then.